Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Madrid Ball. The news that we were fearing the most has arrived, Madridistas, and unfortunately, Zinedine Zidane is about to leave Real Madrid. Yesterday, Fabrizio Romano came out with a series of tweets saying that Zidane is going to leave, and when this man makes these claims, it's game over. Marca, AS, ESPN had all come out backing these claims, and now Real Madrid have came out with an official statement. They say Zidane has decided to bring an end to his current spell as head coach of our club. We now must respect his decision and express our gratitude for his professionalism, dedication, and passion over the years and what he means to Real Madrid. And this is very sad news, Madridistas. And I'm absolutely gutted, Madridistas. It was all building up to this point. Throughout the season, the reporters kept asking Zidane if he was leaving, and at times he looked tired, but I was hoping that he would stay because what Zidane has done is incomparable. From taking a club which was down in shambles the 2018-19 season, if we remember that one season, we all felt very low due to the performance of the team. It was an absolute disaster when Zidane left us. At times it was shambles, and I must say that was the lowest I have felt being a Real Madrid fan. We didn't know where the club was heading towards, the players were lacking confidence, they were looking lost. Yes, they were looking lost after all the trophies they had won. Real Madrid looked like they were playing aimlessly, and then finally we had Zinedine Zidane return for his second stint. He took the reins of the club which was reeling in the ditches, and he tried his best to bring the team back on track, and we have to appreciate Zidane. The following season, he delivered us the La Liga without the help of any top-class goalscorer apart from Benzema. He understood the problems and the strength of the side. He saw that he didn't have the attacking flair that he had at his disposal earlier, so he focused on the defensive side of the game. He had a more pragmatic approach this time round, and you see the previous season when we won La Liga. That was the season where he embraced the defensive strength of the team. He saw that he still had reliable defenders and building a team around a solid defense. He delivered us the La Liga title. That was one of the biggest achievements of Zidane in my books because the victory was a very significant one. The 2019-20 La Liga title made us believe in our team again. We felt that Real Madrid were returning back to their old self, and at that point of time, we needed the title more than any of the powerhouses of Spain. We were in dire need to taste some glory again, and Zinedine Zidane managed to deliver that. And you talk about this season, from the beginning we were injury struck. Zidane didn't get any signings. He had players coming towards the end of the cycle, and with all the difficulties, with all the uncertainties, he was there fighting with all his might. I remember there were many times during the course of the season when just a few hours before a match we used to find out that a certain player would be unavailable due to COVID, and just imagine how tough it would have been for Zidane to make changes that time. You plan for a particular match a few days, you make tactics accordingly, and then just a few hours before the match you realize a player is out, and then you need to make the appropriate tactical changes with the clock running down, and that is tough, fellow Madridistas. The football, I agree, was not beautiful at times, but Zidane didn't have the players. He fought all the troubles. He became more flexible as a manager. The situation forced him to play different formations. He tried the 4-3-3, the 4-4-2, the 3-5-2. He fought different opponents with different players and different tactics. There were times when we wondered how the team was going to do with the majority of the first team players out injured, and what can we say? Zidane still managed to take us close to silverware. He was so close to going all the way, and that is why I think for the amount of trouble that Zidane has faced and the way he has showed character to fight all the problems, this arguably was one of the best seasons of Zinedine Zidane. There were many critics, but Zidane always had answers. He was asking his players to give in their all. He was publicly defending the players, and that is a sign of true leadership. Zidane is a leader, we all know that. And secondly, Zidane also had the ability to keep the squad united. You see how the team came together towards the second half of the season. We never thought Madrid would come this far, but Zidane had other ideas. He was able to make the players mentally strong. He was able to make the veterans in the side play at a high level once again. The youngsters from Castilla coming in and playing a vital role in the side that can only happen when they enjoy the complete confidence of the manager. And at this point, I don't know how Real Madrid would cope up with this loss. We were receiving many hints that Zidane would leave, but somehow we were refusing to accept that. In our heart, we were still wishing that Zidane would stay, but all the rumors came out to be true. We have to bid farewell to the greatest Real Madrid legend of the century, and at this point, we have no idea who is going to take over. Raul lacks experience, Conte and Pochettino, these names are also coming up, but no doubt, whoever comes in, he has the massive job of rebuilding Real Madrid. But today is all about Zinedine Zidane. With a very heavy heart, we have to wish this absolute legend the best in his future endeavors, and it would be interesting to see how Zidane's departure is going to affect the rest of the big names. This feels feels like the end of a cycle, and reports are suggesting that we are going to start a major rebuild, so possibly we will be having more heroes leaving us this summer. But coming back to Zidane, for many of us, Zidane and these players have acted as heroes. We have grown up watching them, idolizing them. We have grown up seeing these players deliver, give us those moments of joy and happiness, and it truly is tough to see this. I can understand that these phases of transition come in the lifetime of every club, but it just hurts. We all were a part of this beautiful journey, and it truly was a glorious one. We remember the tears of happiness, we remember being top of the world, and this man was at the helm as Real Madrid conquered Europe. We will never forget what Zidane has done for Real Madrid, and he shall be fondly remembered with great joy. When we grow old, we would be telling the stories about how Zidane and Real Madrid were a match made in heaven, and he came to Real Madrid every time there was a crisis. So I extend my best wishes to Zinedine Zidane, thank you for the journey, and wish you all the best in all the glorious days that lie ahead in your life. Gracias, Zizou.